Hi, my name is Maria, and I am a psychic, and I'm working with people's subconscious through intuitive and holistic ways. And one thing that I've seen through my practice and that I constantly face, especially on social media, which at first might seem to be very tempting and to be very bold and to be very straightforward and productive, is that a lot of times I hear that many people advertise for action. So let's imagine you follow someone on social media and they live a kind of life that you dream about, right? They live a active, fulfilling life where they are financially stable as well as they express their true self and channel their inner wisdom in whatever creative pursuits like or businesses or whatever that is. And you obviously want to be like them to some degree, right? I think many of us would want to have something like this in our lives as well. And we strive to be like them. And so we listen to what they say. And some of them advertise for an action. Um, just today, I faced the same thing. Someone mentioned that the only problem you have is that you don't act and you need someone to make you act. But once you put yourself together, once you begin acting, once you start doing something, you will transform your life. And it's important to understand that, yes, definitely, action is a number one when it comes to manifesting your inner self into something tangible, into something that you can see in your material life and use it. But I think personally for me, it is important to understand that there are two types of people, or actually more, but like for me, first type is people who already have worked on themselves, who already have tapped into their subconscious, learned about their self beliefs, limiting beliefs, their programming. Those people who have already experienced even a 1 second feeling of liberation from their mind and know what they're capable of. And they already have that switch on their wall in their mind they, that they just have to press and they will be able to act. So they just need that little push, that little guidance to turn that switch, to press that switch so that they can act. Because there's just, it almost feels like I have everything, it's just I don't know why I have this resistance to act, you know. And then there is another type of people, those who are stuck in their limitations, those that are stuck in their mind, those that did not process enough life events, did not understand, did not observe, did not heal, did not reconcile with those events happening in their life. And they haven't tapped into themselves, but they see that life and they strive for it and they push themselves. They don't take time to firstly process everything that happened to them in their whole life. Firstly, process that, and then you will be able to act. They strive to just jump through this and strive for the action. Start doing it, start making something, you know, start moving again. And this is, I think, uh, is quite a big, not a mistake, but it's just you will not get a consistent, proper, good result out of this choice. So this kind of advice, strive for an action, put yourself together, realize your potential, is great for first type of people. Those who have already processed a lot of things in their life that they suppressed, and now they're ready to act because they have learned a lot of things from that. But this kind of advice does not do good for those people who have not processed their trauma. So I think this video is for both, for those who feel themselves this way. I would advise to firstly don't strive for that perfect life, because you will not be able to get it until you make peace with your mind. So I would advise to you to dig into that firstly and really take time, and that may take years. But if you're consistent, if you're doing it at least like 15 minutes every day, 30 minutes every day, you will be able to free yourself so much in just 1 year. So, and then when you already have pretty solid foundation within yourself, and you know your dark and your light, when you know your weakness and your strength, and you will know definitely by that time, then you can actually act, and you can take this motor of put yourself together, have that spark, burn that spark, go to action. That will definitely work for you. And also this video, I think, for those who do work with people like that. Personally, in my practice, I see that there is no same way or same approach. There is no one system that works for all, even in intuitive and holistic practices. We definitely do have certain methods that we can potentially apply quite similar to many people, like for instance, the chakra system, right? We can just use it to envision the centers within every single person who comes to us, and use that as a system to kind of systemize everything that's happening in a human energy field. But it is not proper, and I think it's not ethical to treat every single one with the same technique or the same method, because nobody is ever the same. And it is important to just being able to free your mind as a practitioner to such a degree that you are able to perceive the person as they are. And as you practice more and more of this, you will notice that for some people you receive images, for some people you receive just verbal things, for some people you receive emotions. And so you go from there. And then when you work with their limiting beliefs, and when you work with their traumatic events, also here it is important to have a flexible mind, because for instance, if someone is still living with their parents, that does not necessarily mean that they just want to be treated like a little child. There may be other layers of beliefs that actually stop the person from separating completely. So do not stigmatize, do not get stuck to just one opinion or just one belief, or just like, one pill for everything. It's always very individually. And I encourage you, if you're a practitioner, I encourage you to really be curious, stay curious, and treat people, everyone who comes to you, as something completely new you've never seen before. And then in this way, you will be able to perceive this person as they are, with little to no filtration of your own mind. And then this will give you the best result and the best information, and you will be able to say exactly what this person needs and tap exactly into their very right core, just with one sentence. I think that is something that personally I strive for, definitely, because learning never ends, and I encourage other practitioners to do the same. So anyway, just for the end of this video, I would like to remember again that sometimes you don't have to rush yourself even more, and you don't have to shame yourself that you're being lazy. You're not being lazy. You're just in that defense of freeze mode. And in order for you to unfreeze yourself so that you can act and so that you can strive for that lifestyle that you want, you need to really go inward inside yourself and understand what caused the freeze mode or the defense mechanism in you. And only then you can take advice from people on social media who are saying that you're just lazy and you just need to act. That doesn't work for everybody. So always listen to yourself. Don't push yourself, don't push your mind because you have been pushed enough. So I wish you a great day. Thank you so much. Let me know your opinion if you want to, and see you.